I'm back. Hello, welcome back to Armchair Armory, and it just finished at the well. Before I say that, yeah, hello, welcome back to Armchair Armory. Uh, it's crazy what's been going on. I've just come back. 48 hours ago, I came back from visiting my friend who lives in Japan. Um, so yeah, I'm pretty jet lagged right now, and I can't believe the turnaround that's happened since I left. So I was keeping up to date with what was going on. Obviously, I couldn't watch most of the games, but yeah, it's been a pretty positive turnaround since I since I left the country, since I went on holiday. But yeah, it just finished at the Emirates. Well, I say it just finished about an hour ago. It finished at the Emirates Stadium. Arsenal won, Burnley nil. Penultimate game of the season, of the league season, and we are on the brink of potentially winning the Premier League. I sort of can't believe I'm saying that because I felt I was cautiously. I don't know if that works. Cautiously pessimistic, but I was cautiously realistic. Let's say that I was cautiously realistic before I travelled. That after we lost to Manchester City, it was going to be a bit of an uphill struggle. I wasn't sure we'd be able to keep the momentum going. Not only have we kept the momentum going, but we've won every game since that Manchester City loss. Um, Obviously, Fulham, the Athletic. Oh, yeah, and we've got into a Champions League final as well. So Fulham, the second leg against Atletico Madrid. Uh, what was next after that? And West Ham. I didn't see. I couldn't access any of that apart from bits and pieces I saw on X while I was away. I couldn't really access any information, or any sort of clips or footage or anything like that. All I saw was the fallout, particularly the fallout after the 1-0 win over West Ham last Sunday, um, with the David Raya foul, which was a foul, but I can kind of understand people's frustration because we have. I wouldn't go as far as to say that because that was a clear and blatant foul, but we have been very much in the category of that sort of one step away from a foul, so I can understand it. But I also think the disproportionate reaction from us having that goal ruled out, or from West Ham having that goal ruled out, is kind of ridiculous, to be honest. And it just goes to show how much people have this irrational hatred of Arsenal. They'd rather see a team that's had 115 charges put up against them win the league or win trophies over a team that hasn't. Maybe it's the Thomas Partey thing. I don't know. But yeah, it's ridiculous to me. But anyway, back to the game today. I think we did just about enough. I think first half we were really good. The first thing I thought to myself in that first half was we're playing a lot better than I remember us playing before I went to Japan. Before I went on holiday, we were not playing great, and that was the first time I'd see us live play football since the first leg against Atletico Madrid. So I was like, yeah, this is a much better performance. If I'm comparing it to the league performances before I went on holiday and when I came back, they're two completely different things. Um, we the one thing I would say that was similar was the fact that we were creating chances but not being clinical enough. And I think the only thing that worked in our favor is that Burnley are second from bottom, and they didn't really create anything throughout the game. Eventually, we did get a goal from our lovely friend, Mr. Set Piece, double barreled. um, and yeah, it was from a Saka corner, Kai Havertz header. Um, we go in at 1-0, and it feels like the momentum's with us, that we're going to come out second half and finish them off. We didn't. As I said, Burnley didn't create much after that. They did have a lot of the ball. They had a few shots that they flashed wide, but they weren't really a threat as such. I think Palace, if we do that against Palace, it's more of a danger, because they've got players like Ismail Assar and Jean-Philippe Mateta and players like that that will be a bit more clinical than the players that Burnley have. Um, but yeah, we've put ourselves in a really good position. We go back to 5 points clear at the top of the table. City play at Bournemouth tomorrow at the Vitality. If they drop points there, we win the league. We are confirmed as champions. I don't think that's going to happen. I think City will probably win. They've just won the FA Cup, so they've at minimum they've done a domestic double. They beat Chelsea 1-0 on Saturday. I was traveling back to the UK, or traveling back to England when that was going on. So again, I didn't see any of it. I expected City to win that anyway. So there'll be a bit of momentum there. Also, the news isn't confirmed yet by anyone. The only person that's of any worth that's really spoken about it is Fabrizio Romano. But it looks like Pep Guardiola is going to announce that he's leaving Manchester City at the end of the season, with Enzo Maresca, the former Chelsea manager and former assistant to Pep Guardiola, the likely person to take over at Manchester City next season. So that'll be another force of momentum. I suppose Bournemouth have their momentum as well. I think they need a draw to all but confirm their European place for next season over Chelsea. They need it's Andoni Iraola's last home game in charge of Bournemouth. He's announced he's leaving at the end of the season. So I think there's a bit of incentive on both sides. I think it's going to be a good game. I haven't decided whether I'm going to watch it yet, because I don't think my nerves will take it. I'd rather them get their result and then we go to the final day, and then I'll just put my anxiety all into that day. Plus, I'm jet lagged, so I don't even know if I have the energy to stay awake to watch it. I just about managed to stay awake to watch this. I had a 45-minute nap before the game started today, just to have enough energy to watch it. But overall, I don't think it was a good I don't think it was a bad performance. That was a Freudian slip. I don't think it was a bad performance overall. I think, yes, we did fade away attacking wise in the second half, as we have done a lot this season. However, I think again we defended resolutely. We managed the game really well, and we got over the line and we got the 3 points. And at this stage, like Patrick Vieira said on Monday Night Football, that's the most important thing at this stage, is just getting over the line and getting those 3 points. And now over to Manchester City. It would be great if they do slip up against Bournemouth. This was the one of the two games I thought they were going to, that a lot of Arsenal fans or a lot of people in the football world thought they were going to slip up in. Bournemouth away, Everton away. They did slip up against Everton 3-3. I was lying in my hotel room in Kyoto in Japan when those scores were coming in for that game, and I thought, when it went 3-1 to Everton, I was like, oh my God, we might actually do this. This might actually be the incentive we need. And even when it finished 3-3, I was like, well, if we win the next two, if we win the next three, that's it. It's over. Like they've dropped the points now. That means that the title's in our hands. But yeah, Palace won't be easy on Sunday. Let's see what happens tomorrow with the City Bournemouth game. As I said, it would be nice to go into the Palace game not with that anxiety. But yeah, I can't see. For some reason, Everton was the one of the two that I thought they're more. No, actually, no. I'm lying. Bournemouth is the one I thought they were going to struggle in more. I thought the Everton one they'd win comfortably. So I can imagine now, by the law of averages, logically, they will probably cruise to victory against Bournemouth tomorrow. And it will probably go down to the last day of the season. But yeah, we'll see. We'll see what happens. A lot of people are sort of, this is why I'm saying Palace won't be easy, because a lot of people are saying, oh well, they've got the Conference League final a few days later. They'll probably rest players. They probably will, but they probably still will. Those players that they'll probably won't start will probably feature in the game and will cause problems. And it's their last home game of the season as well. But yeah, let's see. Let's see what happens tomorrow. If City do drop points, I probably will do a quick video to say woohoo, we're champions. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see how it goes. I might do something if City do drop points. If not, I'll wait until whatever happens after 90 minutes on Sunday next week. But yeah, overall happy. Yeah, as I say, what a difference 2 weeks can make. You kind of take half a break from football and from football content creation or whatever, and yeah, it's the mood is completely changed. We could be on the brink of a Premier League and a Champions League at the end of this, of winning the Premier League and the Champions League by the end of the season. Who knows? It's crazy. It just goes to show how much Arteta has done in a positive light to change the trajectory of this football club, regardless of what happens from this point going forward. I think the likelihood of us winning the league is probably a little bit higher than the Champions League, because I think Paris Saint-Germain, they're just too good at the moment. It would be a surprise bonus if we won the Champions League as well as the league. But yeah, we've got to win. We've got to win the league first before I even start thinking about the Champions League. But yeah, let's see what happens. But yeah, decent enough win today. We are on the brink, as a lot of people keep telling us. Let's see what happens tomorrow. If not, we go again on Sunday. One more win and we're there. One can dream, can't they? Perchance to dream. Anyway, it's good to be back. I'm going to pass out shortly, so from the jet lag. So yeah, I'll see you again soon. Probably previewing Palace. Yeah, well, definitely previewing Palace. Yeah, so until then, as always, take care and stay safe.